All right, I want to talk to you about the theater pathways. In a little bit, some of my senior students are going to come over and perform a scene from Zoot Suit for you, which is an example of the kind of thing that we do in theater ensemble, which is one of the other classes that we offer here at ArTES. The reason I wanted them to come down here and perform for you is a lot of times at ArTES we think a lot about theater company, which is the musical theater class, because there's a lot of posters about it and they're very active on campus. So sometimes I know people think that that's all theater is musical theater, and it isn't. That's not all theater is. And we don't do any singing and dancing in here. We focus on scenes in here. So the guys who are coming in are in my class called Theater Ensemble, which is a class that you can take next year. So I wrote this little chart here. So right now you're in Intro to Theater, right? And you're learning about characters and projection. And we just did your first scene, and you'll do another scene, right? So when you're done with this class, you'll have the basics of acting. Now next year in 10th grade, you have a choice of which class you want to take. If you're a singing, dancing kind of person, you can audition for Studio Musical. You don't have to be great to be in Studio Musical. You just have to be willing to sing and dance a bit, or maybe you do two of the three. If you're in here, you're already acting pretty well. So maybe you're a dancer, but you want to work on your singing, or maybe you're a singer and you want to work on your dancing, or maybe you just want to. That you can try out for Studio Musical. If you know that singing and dancing is not for you, then, which is most people, then you might want to try for Theater Ensemble, which is what these guys are in. So Theater Ensemble, we just do more scenes, more of like what we've been doing. My 10th grade class is working with Mr. Massey. We've made videos with those guys, which are pretty cool. I'll show you some of those later. And then you can continue to take Theater Ensemble in junior and senior year. Once you get to junior year, then we start to go to festivals together, which is what this scene is for. It's for a festival competition called Fullerton that we're going to this weekend. So we work on scenes, we get them as best as we can, and then we take them out and we see how we do, and we get feedback on it. In my experience, a lot of people really like Theater Ensemble, and they really like going to festivals, so I'm going to have them talk to you about that. So this could be your track right here. Senior year, you could take Theater Portfolio, which is the class that Esteban is in, and where you can direct. He actually directed this scene. So that's another choice for you. Maybe you don't like acting, maybe you like directing. You can take Theater Ensemble as a director as well, and not perform, okay? And then if you take Studio Musical, then your track is, hopefully, Theater Company in junior year. That's the class that Lucy is in. And then Theater Company senior year. You can also, sometimes people go Theater Ensemble. The guy Brian with the glasses, he was in Theater Ensemble last year. Now he's in Theater Company his senior year. So you can kind of ping pong all around. What questions do you have about theater pathway? Yes?
Do you have to stay in it?
So you're in the theater pathway right now. Presumably you selected that, but if you didn't, right, you need to switch out. You need to write an essay, about one paragraph essay, about what you want to switch to. So don't talk about what you don't like about theater. Talk about what you do like about getting up at 6 in the morning and going to band practice. That's what you like to do. And why you're passionate about that, maybe that's what you want to study in college, something like that. So you do that. You go to Mr. Sutherland and you get permission to switch, which should be easy. And then you have your parent write an email to Ms. Velasquez saying that she agrees that that's also what you want to do. You can only switch once in the 4 years. So if you're switching to band, make sure you really like band. Because once you're in band, once you've switched, then you can't switch again. Another question. All right, cut, Raven.